Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good morning to everyone. Okay, so now we're going to the chapter 5, which is the software security. So previously you already learned and how the operating system's security has been provided, okay, either in the Windows or in the Linux. Now we look into a software security, whereby this software security actually is an idea implemented to protect the software against the malicious attack and the other hacker risk, so that the software continues to function correctly under such a potential risk. Security is necessary to provide the against, okay, about the to provide the CIA, okay, the configuration, integrity, authentication, and also the availability. So now, before we do some software security mechanism, we have to understand what are the threats that may occur in the software security threats. Okay, the first thing is the modifications of the program code. Uh, for example, like a virus, okay, and self-replicating code. So many of the threats, okay, of the software security is more towards the modifications of the program code. Sometimes the virus can be infected into the legitimate application. For example, legitimate application like your PDF, okay, the common applications that you always use, okay, for your computer system. Now, for example, PDF for just now, okay, your words, okay, your Excels and so on. So the viruses will be embed, okay, will self-replicating, okay, to all these legitimate programs, okay, and modify your legitimate programs and to conduct or to infect it to the viruses. So sometimes the modification program code also can modify your operating systems and also the API hooking. API is application programming interface. Hooking actually is a technique whereby which can instrument and modify the behavior and the flow of the API calls. So hooking actually is a process that allow intercept to the API, your application programming interface function call, and this will give you control over the way of the operating system or the piece of the software will be behaved. So that's why what the uh, um, virus programmers, okay, they are trying to make the infected of the computer or the programs will be infected with the virus so that they can make a control or, or control over the application or the operating system behavior. So the next software security threats is the control flow of hijacking. Some of the program of the software will do this hijacking, such as the integer overflow, okay, more towards the coding, the program coding, okay, by overflowing, okay, the integer variables, okay, the buffers, okay, the heap, okay, and the format string variability, so that when the hijack uh, when all these functions, okay, has been overflowing, okay, it can be embedded with some viruses, or it can be the programs can be have abnormal activities. Okay, that is a way of threats, okay, for securing the software. The next one is the code and data injection. So code and data injection means they provide the scripting, they create their own scripts, okay. Normally in a security we call as a exploit, okay. So this exploit normally is creating by the hackers, okay, and by providing the script inside the exploit, they have a script, okay. Either this script can be run for the script for injection, for example for the web, okay, for cross-site scripting. For example, as I said, the cross-site scripting, where this script will be injected into a web base, because everyone are going to the web, so they are provide the exploitation of the script in order to inject that particular script into the XXS services of your web. Another one of the code data injection which most famous by the hackers are using SQL injection. SQL injection is where they can inject the script, okay, by injecting the SQL database injection, SQL, okay, the SQL language, SQL query, okay, injections, okay, in order to inject the database in order to they get into the database to gather the information or to steal the information. Depends on the what are the level state of the harmful of the hackers in order to do some the SQL for the data injection and the code. Okay, so the malicious software, or we call known as a malware. So the terms of malicious software, okay, will denote the program code executed without a user consent and carrying out a harmful functionality. So the malicious software or malware is any software that gives the partial to full control of your computer to do whatever the malware creator wants. Malware can be in the different forms, okay, which is we can measure the depending on the host, okay, whether the program can be in the host, can be in the required some of the malicious software can be in the required host, okay. It can be either in run independently, and it can be either divided into self-spreading or non-spreading, okay, by the means of the distribution. The way how the virus or the software, malicious software is being propagates. Okay, some of the viruses it can be propagated using humans, or it can be like humans, okay, they can be propagates towards okay towards your programs, okay, um, through the networks, okay, through the internet and so on. Okay, this is just like a virus, like which is our currently happens, okay, which is a COVID-19, where this virus can be propagated, okay, through the air, okay, a sporadic virus, okay, it can be in the sporadic, so we cannot see it, okay, even we cannot touch, so that is just a way that is for the real virus, okay. But when we talk about a computer virus, okay, it can be have a variations of the virus, okay. So either it can be require host, or it can run independently, or it can be separating, okay, into the non-separating or self-replicating. So we will go for the details, okay, on the malicious one. Okay, so the malware can be classified into several categories, such as they depending on the propagation and also concealment. Concealment is the activities that involve all the viruses. Okay, for example, Trojan horse, okay, and the rootkits, okay, they are types of concealments. Okay, it can be categorized as concealment because for the rootkit, they modify operating system by hiding its extensions file. Okay, and the Trojan also do some require hosts, okay, to provide the desired functioning by hiding the malicious operations, okay, through the legitimate program. Normally rootkits like such as a rootkit and Trojan horse, okay, dia akan normally they embed, okay, they embed inside the legitimate applications. Okay, that's why they require a host or machines in order to activate for executing the virus program. Okay. Okay. Contoh kategori propagations adalah like a virus, like a worms, okay, di mana normally this kind of malware dia boleh self replication, dia boleh self replicating macam computer worms, Okay, dia akan self-duplicating. Okay, the files, okay, until your computer resources or your memory full, for example. That is a worm. Okay, when you open your file, so they will create. So they will create there's or automatically self-duplicates. Okay, that particular file with a 0 kilobyte file. So that is we call a worm. We have a self-spreading. Okay, so this is how we classify our malware codes. Okay, either in the independent or dependent. Okay, so we can categorize whether the malicious code either in their independent. Okay, independent such as the botnet, the worms. Okay, whereby a virus worm which can have a self-replication. Okay, they can replicate and the propagation. Okay, they can be replicates and can propagates. Okay, through the networks, through the systems. Okay, for the dependent malicious code such as the virus, Trojan horse, backdoor, logic bomb, rabbit, spyware. Okay, all this kind of malware can okay they are a dependency. They are dependent to the host, to the machines. Okay, to being infected. Without the host or machines, this or particular malware will not be executed. It cannot be replicated. Normally, they infected for that particular host. When in fact, they akan infect the particular host. But some nowadays, the Trojan horse can be replicated and can be propagated, okay, through the networks. Okay, it depends on the variations of the Trojan horses. Some which sometimes is unable to be detected by the antivirus. Okay, so this is examples of okay how the malware okay of your files. Okay, so they have a virtual postcard from your friends. Okay, so they try to emails you receive the emails and something like this. Okay, through your mails. Okay, all right. Sometimes this is we call a phishing. Okay, all right, or it can be actually by you clicking the pickup Skype. Okay, you are actually will be infected. So when you provide the postcard, okay, that's postcard actually is spam. Okay, ni salah satu aktiviti spam lah. Okay, okay, spam to your email, and you assume this you as you are you think this email is a legitimate emails. Okay, and then you pun ambil klik, lepas tu you dapati you punya komputer dah infected with the postcard. So postcard tu pun postcard biasa. Okay, tak ada apa pun special pun. Okay, so this kind of postcard will be over for 60 days. So it can be a virus. Okay, so bila you click that postcard, you download that postcard tu yang you download tu actually having a virus actually, yeah, which is embedded to your computer or the system. Okay, this is example of code. Alright, so this is a greeting files which is embed into yang ni kita tengok dalam HTML lah. Ni kita boleh nampak the HTML. Okay, so this is a IP and also this is the greeting card application. So bila you klik benda tu, dia automatically the postcard greeting tu akan you dapat. So dia akan run, automatically run from this to your machines. Alright. Okay. So kita tengok sejarah sebelum ni. Okay, the early malware. Okay, the first computer virus, which is known as cloner. Okay, alright, has spreading in the wild. Okay, so this person, which is Richard Spencer, wrote a virus for the Apple II operating systems. So bayangkan masa tahun 1982 lagi dah ada orang yang create a virus for Apple II in operating system. So because dia nampak vulnerability or the loopholes on the Apple punya operating system that time Linux so dia pakai Linux. So dia nampak Richard Spencer ni, dia nampak kelemahan, the weaknesses daripada Apple punya operating system, dia akan then they root the kind of viruses and then they compromise the computer. So apa yang berlaku ialah masa tu tahun 80 mana ada ni storage besar kan, so dia pakai floppy diskette. So dekat diskette dia virus, when the computer boot from the floppy disk that infected with the L coronavirus, they will start and would subsequently copy itself to any infected floppy disk that was being accessed. So ini antara komputer virus yang pertama, yang spread secara wild, secara ganas sikit. So pakai disket je. So bila you masukkan floppy disk tu, the run, you buka je floppy disk, dia dah infected dengan corona, so nanti virus tu akan start and replicate. Dia copy diri sendiri masuk ke uninfected floppy disk awak. Dan nanti awak masukkan floppy file awak, then dia akan infected dekat floppy disk tu sendiri. Then kita ada brain virus in 1986. This is a computer virus for the MS-DOS. This is written by the basic Farouk Alvi and also Amjad Farouk Alvi. So dia actually, mereka adik-beradik, they are brothers. So dia adalah brothers, di mana dia write the program to stop and track the illegal copies of program. So dia punya ni, actually dia create the virus ni supaya to stop and track, keep track illegal copies of program. Tapi lama-lama the brain virus tu boleh infected, boleh dapat track. Dia jadi have a good tension initially, tapi dia mungkin disalahguna. Dia rasa seronok bila dapat illegal copies of confidential programs and so on. In 1988, ni Maurice Worm. 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 The first computer worms has been distributed on the internet, which is Robert Tappan Norris. So he has designed the worm to see how quickly it could spreading. So dia buat ni, dia nak tahu berapa cepat this worm can be self-replicate and can be infected through the internet. So they end up the infected estimate 10% of the internet connections, because the Maurice worm ni boleh propagate dalam network. Pada zaman itulah, pada 1988 punya zaman teknologi internet pada zaman tersebut. 10%. So kita tengok dari segi malware punya carriers. So yang ini dia dalam simpan originally dalam MBR. So boot sector ni sebenarnya, kalau kita dah belajar dulu masa operating system, kita ingat sikit. So bila kita simpan MBR kita akan simpan location original MBR kita di dalam safe location kan. Kita letak boot sector 0. Original boot block. Biasanya. So apa yang dia buat dalam malware carriers ni, dia akan override the MBR with the infected one. Contohnya original boot block, boot sector ni. So bila dia dah computer you infected with the viruses, so dia akan replace, dia akan override you punya MBR. Dia yang original MBR tadi. So dia copy, right? Dia copy yang dah infected with the virus tadi. Dia make a copy, yang safe state tadi dia copy, lepas tu inject with the virus punya. Dia infected virus. So dia dah make a copy yang original tadi, masuk dalam safe state location. So apa yang dia dah copy, yang original copy tadi dia dah buang. So yang tinggal adalah yang new MBR that infected. So dekat situ dia ada bootstrap program system using the new MBR lah. So bila you boot system, bootstrap akan look ada MBR, dia akan look the MBR, dia punya MBR yang infected. Yang dah infected, yang original tu dah tak ada dah. Dia dah buang. So that is how the malware carries. So COM executables, dia actually a pan of the virus body to a program. So yang ini actually satu jenis virus, yang mana dia akan masuk ke dalam the body of your program. Okay, save an entry point to the program in a virus body. So dia masuk, save a point, masuk point the program into virus body. So they replace the program entry point with a jump to the virus body. So virus code tu tadi akan restore the original entry point and jumps to it after its own execution. So virus ni, okay, dia akan masuk ke dalam COM punya file, executable file. So virus dia dah aim the target of COM file, dah jumpa target dia. So the target will be infected, okay, with that particular file. So bila dia run, okay, so dia akan replace the entry point. Instead dia execute the original file, okay. So code the virus jadi dia akan make a copy. So bila dia make a copy, alright, and dia akan, bila dah make copy dia akan replace, okay, and jump to the virus body instead of going to the particular file, the original file. Okay, so then dia akan restore the point and jump to its own execution. So that is why your punya computer become abnormal. Okay, contoh okay, so dia, itu dalam com file. Kalau execution file lagilah mudah. Okay, di mana the virus body to the program, dia akan override the program header. Okay, so this is your program header. Dia akan switch the entry point to the virus. Okay, dia punya header tu daripada asalnya pergi ke original location, dia akan pergi ke new location. Okay, contohnya where is your virus is being embedded ataupun infected. So bila dah dia start location, so ni sebelum infection lah. Sebelum infection, okay, your header akan look at your address biasanya. Okay, bila dia address, okay, goes to start your location. Itu sebelum dia infected. So apabila dia dah infected, okay, ada virus dah infected to your execution file. So apa yang berlaku ialah di dalam you punya okay, start location tadi tu, dia akan ada satu function lain, okay, okay, dia akan pergi mana, dia akan jump pergi ke new start location instead of dia pergi old start. Okay, so dia pergi ke, sepatutnya dia direct ke, patutnya dia pergi ke start location, tapi tak, dia akan, dia tu akan pergi run the new start location, normally yang dia embed with the virus lah. So dia run dia punya function, dia run dia punya virus program. So nanti barulah dia pergi ke original program. Maksudnya dia dah embed dah. So dia execute lah sekali dengan dia punya legitimate file. Okay, itu cara menggunakan executable file. That's why kalau sekarang, kalau you download your email pun, dia akan automatically ban your punya execution file. Automatically. Okay, antivirus memang block terus. Okay, ini download file of execution file. May not allow. By default memang tidak dibenarkan lah. Unless you got exception, that is, okay, to make sure that that is the expected file that you to be executed and needs to be run. Okay, even your punya operating system pun, okay, your Windows Defender, okay, will have a control on that. Okay, on particular software or file that need to run. Okay, so execution file tu sangat penting lah. Selain daripada .com. Okay, the malicious functionality is implemented. Okay, kalau script and macros ni, okay, dia are scripting. Okay, kalau malicious functionality is implementing in the Visual Basic for the application, such as Visual Basic application. Okay, kalau yang pakai Visual Basic lah. Sekarang ni lagi banyak lah. So, you pakai script, banyak pakai scripting kan. Okay, they are going to use a scripting because bila you pakai scripting, dia banyak, especially on web. Okay, in the web. So web scripting, so dia boleh create or create some other script or exploit of the script in order to compromise you punya computer through your web. Okay, so ini adalah contoh, okay, bagaimana document templates has been infected. So it will be every document on the system. So this is the infected documents. Okay, you open file, okay, masuk dalam global macro of your punya file dalam Word ke, for example. Okay, the infection. So lepas the infection, So uninfected document tadi, so bila dia ni, dia hard disk program aku dah infected dah, so dia save dengan become the infected file. Daripada uninfected file, dia jadi become infected file. Okay, because you punya Google background ni tadi dah infected. So dia memang, that is the aim of the creating a virus. So it's also to make control of the computer. Especially kalau dia malware yang depending on the host lah. Okay, so that is the old malware. So nowadays we have a modern malware threats. Okay, so malware threats. Okay, so antaranya yang famous adalah Trojan horses. Okay, Trojan horses ni, okay, ada some of the student are confused. Okay, virus dengan Trojan horses. Okay, so virus dengan Trojan horses adalah berbeza. So Trojan horses ni, okay, dia adalah malicious program that replicate themselves and steal information or harm the host computer by infected to the legitimate or hide in the legitimate application. Itu yang penting. Okay, so macam Trojan horses ni, terms is used by the Greek. Dia gunakan Greek mythology. Okay, alright. So Greek mythology dulu, askar-askar Greek, okay, dia akan menggunakan Trojan, and then they're hiding, right? Okay, so they're hiding their face. Okay, they're using the Trojan and they're riding using horse. Dia menggunakan konsep tu dalam creating the viruses. So virus, okay, so your viruses, dia akan self-replicating dalam self-replicates in in the hidden of legitimate application. So a legitimate application that is running on your computer. Contohnya your PDF, your Excel, your Words, okay, which is a common, which is being used by the computer, right? So how about the worms? Worms are another type of malicious software that exploit the vulnerability in the computer system that can cause a harm. So usually they corrupt or delete the critical file, okay, access the bandwidth or put the computer under control of the worm author. So once it has been infected, computer system can send spam mail and perform many unwanted functions. It depends, okay, how they write the worm, the variations of worms. Okay, kita ada rootkit. Okay, rootkit juga is a type of malware that masks the malicious processes and the software infected system to ensure the privileged remote access. Normally rootkit ni untuk this malware, dia akan go to the infected system, okay, to gain the remote access. So the hackers remotely access to your computer and make a control of your computer. Okay, once your computer is infected, dia akan make a control of computer, and maybe this rootkit can be used as a keylogger or can be used to attack another computer. That's a rootkit. So biasanya dia akan modify dia punya root file. Okay, kalau Linux dia akan modify dia. Okay, dia memang hidden from the software that is. Okay, spyware, as the name suggests, spyware a program that spy on the user. Okay, so normally spyware ni dia gain information, they want to gain or steal your information such as your login, your password, your documents, your log keystroke, through your log keystroke, and even dia akan redirect browser to unwanted sites. Okay, so this one kita kena take care. So sini dia boleh spam, you use your email to spam to others. Okay, to all your contacts. Okay, we have a keylogger. Keylogger ni teknologi that track record a consecutive keystroke on your keyboard. So apa yang dia buat ialah, biasanya virus ni dia ada provide the keylogger. So whatever you type or activity that you type using your keystroke, they have a log. Okay, that log kadang-kadang dia boleh access remotely by the hackers, the keylogger. So kita takut. So normally biasanya kalau you have a virus infected, so untuk selamat kita format, sebab kita takut ada keylogger, okay, inside your virus, inside the infected virus, computer virus. Alright. So the botnet ni is also software code. Okay, di mana dia collect all the interconnected devices, including PC, server, mobile, Internet of Things devices, any devices that can be connected and controlled by the type of the command type of the malware. So botnet ni dulu famous ketika chat messaging, chat messaging software that will be affected to the system. Okay, and make a computer become zombie. Okay, so biasanya bila they have a control of the connected devices ni, they make all this computer ni as a zombie and have a control to the computer as a zombie to attack to another computers. That's a called botnet. Okay. So adware advertisements, okay, is not quite harmless, although they are annoying. Okay, they generate ads, okay, advertisements in the form of pop-up and interrupt other programs. That's why sometimes you have to need a pop-up blocker, okay, in order to reduce your adware. Okay, so this is the malware of summaries. Okay, so the virus and also the examples for each particular malware. Okay, so apa dia virus, worm, logic bomb. Okay, logic bomb ni dia specific code. Once they meeting the condition, then dia akan implement. Okay, so backdoor, dia akan listen, normally they use a network. They listen a certain part, okay, where the attacker can get access through that particular port lah. Okay. Keyboard or botnet ni, okay, on behalf of okay. So code injections, okay, what are the goal of code injection? Ialah kita boleh the third one, the code injection, to trick the program into the execution and attacker code by the clever input instruction that mix the codes and also the data, the mixing. Okay, the code and also data. So they mix the code and data channel has special characters which can trigger the contact change between data and also the code interpretation. So code injection. Okay, ni normally diorang suka guna untuk SQL injection. Right, because pertamanya username, password, unvalidated input. Okay, so CGI script mails a file to address read from the form. Okay, user inputs. So contohnya macam ni lah. So ini cat file ni untuk view file. Dia using host. Okay, and the root directory will be wiped out. We use exploitation to unvalidated input. So this way kalau you buat system, mesti ada input validation. Tak ada input validation, lagi senang. Because there's a lot of scripting, actually there's SQL injection. Okay, exploit of the SQL injection dekat internet. Okay, ada tunjuk step by step ni. Okay, so this is the following script validates username and password. So you put a login, okay, request, form semua tu, select database, okay, from the password and so on. This is normal codes, okay, that used by the programmer, okay, in order to access the database. So what the user can do adalah, okay, they use the exploitation of unvalidated input ni. Dia ada or equals for the login, and or equals for the passwords. So what happens is when your SQL statement is being executed, they select user from the database where the login ada or equals and the password or equals. So since is equals is true, then the logic is successful. So that's why kita kena elak benda ni. Kita jangan letak, nanti kita boleh letak comma, kadang-kadang kita boleh letak symbols, okay. So if bila dia true, sama dengan kalau kita letak sama dengan je, bila dia true, then we can access to the database. Okay, that is how we record injection. Okay, the buffer overflow. A buffer is a contiguous block of memory that holds multiple instances of the same data type. Nanti saya tunjuk sikit kot dalam lab. Saya nak tunjuk lah SQL injection lah. Nanti saya tunjuk of the video of script injection. Okay, di mana how they do a code injection tadi. Okay, now kita pergi ke next the next threats, which is a buffer overflow. So you know buffer, right? Okay, it's a contiguous block memory that hold the multiple instances of the same data type. So apa yang berlaku dalam buffer overflow ialah dia berlaku anomaly of your program while you writing data to buffer, and their buffer's boundary is overrun and they override the adjacent memory location. Okay, so the exploitations have a two possible kat mana? Lalu dekat stack, we call a stack based exploit and the heap based exploit. Okay, so buffer overflow ni berlaku kerana kelemahan program itu sendiri. Okay, when you declaring your punya buffer, alright, the variables, your array buffer tu declare outside any function with the static variable memory along the program code. So kalau static, kalau automatic, you cakap insert some function kan. Okay, so dynamic. So it's being followed by delete to avoid memory allocate on the heap. And kita akan tengok macam mana memory buffer acceptance. Okay, contoh in Java, kita buat dynamic integer x sama dengan new integer. Kita dah allocate the certain size of the array. So we get allocate on the heap, automatically the allocation by the boost collector. So what does the following program do? Okay, so ini file dia. Okay, the code. So apa yang berlaku ialah when you declare the size, row index, kan? Bila size dia melebihi daripada size yang you declare, so what happen? So that is we call a buffer. Your buffer will go to overrun. So this one, process memory is a partition into a segment. Okay. So bila you punya program, as kita tahu memory, okay. So your memory block, okay, you have a stack, okay. The unused memory, we have a heap here. So heap ni is the dynamically allocated memory. Okay. Stack ni is a program call lah untuk you punya stack. Okay, and your punya code, okay, your text file of your program code and also your initialized static data. Alright, so what happens is each memory segment has appropriate permission. Okay, so the access operation is violating this permission by cause the segmentation fault error. So bila dia fault error, hit kat sini ke ataupun dia sini lebih daripada subscriber ni, so dia akan menyebabkan error. So error ni yang menyebabkan dia boleh compromise. Contoh dalam stack organization, so this is your previous frame and this is your punya return address, your pointer, your variable semua dia lah for your code. So stack is a composed of frame. Stack ni decompose of the frame, dia punya pointer, kat mana location address awak semua lah. So each frame comprise the function argument, return address, frame pointer and then local variable. So frame are pushed on the stack. So apa yang berlaku ialah the frame are pushed on the stack. The push, frame, they push on the stack during the function invoke and pop back after the return. So dia akan pop. So dia akan return lebih daripada yang sepatutnya, daripada bawah. So local buffer is located in the bottom up. So they start at the lower, at the end of the higher stack location. So without proper bound checking, terutamanya programmer lah, yang dia buat constant of the array size. So and then after that, bila you put, you pakai lagi local buffer yang lebih daripada overspill into adjacent of the stack area. So by controlling the buffer content, the attacker can override. So bila dia dah ni, dia boleh override the return address with the arbitrary value and hijack the execution flow of your file. That is a buffer overflow. Software security mechanism. How we make how we secure our software. So we have three ways, which is data execution protection. Data execution protection ni ada. Okay, dekat dalam kita punya Windows, kita tengok dekat dalam banyak security part. So we can enable the data execution. So and then we have address space layout randomization. Okay, data execution ni kita mark the certain area in the memory as non-executable file. Kita mark certain area tu which is not executable file, tak boleh di execute. Okay, so only the main saja yang boleh run or execute the file. So address space layout randomization, we choose to start memory allocation at the random and make it difficult to guess the values in order to override the return address. So this is address space layout randomization. Okay, so categories ialah cara software security mechanism untuk to overcome the buffer overflow. Okay, so it's actually the visit the return value with a special value, and before following the return value, we check its content has not changed after the call of the values. Okay. Okay, so what are the key points here? Okay. The key points is yang kita nak tahu, software is a secure stems from the attackers' ability to modify the system resources critical for program execution. Okay, for example, instruction pointer, dia punya core address, interrupt address, dia boleh modify. Okay, the software is secure. Okay, alright. So one of the key source for the software insecure is fear of the validation of the user input, especially on your database. Okay. So buffer overflow are most widely used exploitation technique in order to make your programs will become abnormal, and they inject the virus. Okay, hackers the virus in order to inject the virus to make computer become the buffer will work overflow. So biasanya kalau buffer overflow ni dalam C, okay, so dia tak gunakan dia pakai string copy printf, so that they try to avoid of using that, okay, on your buffer lah. Okay, so special techniques for strengthening your software security exists. For example, kita guna canary. So canary ni memang method or way for you in order to overcome the buffer overflows. Okay, so the address space layout randomization and also data execution. So